Hey guys, we're going to talk about that one plugin you need that can fix all of your mixing needs, so check it out. So from time to time, I'll look on the internet and see ads on different sites, different plugin manufacturer sites, where they'll be talking about this new plugin that they have or the latest version of some plugin, and it'll be like, you know, that one plugin is going to fix all your mixing needs and mixing issues. The truth is, there is no such thing. A lot of times, you know, they just go in depth with all these videos, and the videos are tailored and doctored a certain way, and it just doesn't work like that with mixing. The one thing that's gonna give you a better mix, and I should say it better, the one thing that's gonna make you a better mixdown engineer is time and experience. So if you don't have a lot of time under your belt and a lot of experience under your belt, you're not going to be a good mixdown engineer. That's just plain and simple. I don't care what plugins you use. I don't care what console you're using. I don't care what kind of equipment you have. It really doesn't matter. If you don't know what you're doing with that equipment, it does not matter. I've seen engineers that's been mixing for 30 years mix down a crappy session with GarageBand and made it sound awesome. GarageBand and native GarageBand plugins, and it sounded awesome because of his knowledge and his experience. He had a vision for the mix with the tools that he had. He knew what tools he had to use, and he gained a vision based on the tools that he had to use and the material, and he worked with it. So this guy is used to mixing on a $90,000 analog board, and his studios are amazing. But for this project, that's what he had to do. He had to mix it down on a MacBook. Not even a MacBook Pro, a MacBook. So once you understand your gear / plugins and your program / console, that is the advantage that you need. Understanding time, experience. It's a constantly evolving industry, and there's always something new to learn. So you're never going to stop learning. Your techniques that you use are always going to be evolving if you're striving to be a better mixdown engineer. So there's no plugin out there that's going to, you know, fix everything. And sometimes a lot of these plugins that do too many things, they have too many jobs within that one plugin. Those are usually the worst ones because it's just too much going on, too much processing. And it tends to be very harsh. So let's just get that myth out of your head. There is no one plugin that's gonna fix the problem. A part of the reason why that plugin can't exist is every mixdown is a totally different puzzle that you have to piece together. So whether if today you're mixing down a voiceover, something as simple as just one voice, and you're trying to make it just sit properly for the venue that it needs to play at. You don't want it to be too bassy. You don't want it to be too thin. You don't want it to be too shrill. Or if you're looking at some big heavy orchestration or a rock band, it's just all different frequency IDs that come with that composition. It has its own frequency identity. So how can one plugin fix that? It's impossible. The only thing that can fix that is you having the skill, the knowledge, the time, and the experience under your belt to sit down and tackle the mix intelligently. And the more you mix, the more you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn to work smarter. So, you know, templates to get you up and running with your mixes. And you know, you're gonna start leaning to certain plugins more and the ones that work for you. But at the end of the day, there's no one plugin or one technique that's gonna fix everything. You got some people that, you know, they'll make a big fuss about mid-side mixing and mid-side EQing, Now they have, at this current time of the video, I notice a lot of companies are pushing these active EQs, where the EQ, every band of the EQ can be active, where it's kind of acting like a compressor or like a dehisser, where that frequency, whatever setting you set for that one band of frequency, it's only going to react based on the threshold that you set. So that frequency is not going to get boosted or attenuated until it hits a threshold dB that you already preset for that frequency, and then you can set another frequency like that, and so on and so forth. And you know, I guess that's the new thing. It's active EQs, and it's always what's going to be the new thing, the new gimmick that they're going to push in your face and say, you must have this because this is going to fix all your mixing problems. If you get caught up in that gimmick, then I don't know what to tell you, but I can just tell you this: time, experience, knowledge. So if you're looking at time as a journey and you want to get to that latter part of the time where you're better, you might want to put in a lot of work in a short space of time. And that's pretty much it. It's not gonna happen overnight. It takes time. So that's it, guys, for this video. Thank you for watching me ramble on and listening. Hopefully you got something out of it. But we're gonna bring this video to a close, and as usual, you will see me in the next video. If that's your main plugin set that you're gonna be using, it really shouldn't matter much, the DAW that you are using, because the core features are there as far as DAW functionality. I always say try to hit the mid-range. Don't try to go bottom, you know, try to hit mid-range if you can't hit the top of the line, high-end, high-priced interfaces. But they are priced. The video card is not super important. Get something decent. You don't have to break the bank and get an $800 or $1,600 video card because you're not doing graphics. So